What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA surpasses 2.8 million holders. Tangem is a very popular name, probably heard of them before, a staple name with cold wallet storage, and they do support Cardano among many other networks. But today they announced support for Cardano Native Tokens. Yes, this is a fantastic step in the right direction, and I'm very excited to see more platforms, more wallets support Cardano, but also the CNTs. Whoa, says Melon, that's the biggest split I've seen so far on Dex Hunter, a really nice aggregator. A whopping 8 DEXes used in one 100k ADA trade for World Mobile Token. And there was a question here saying, will it execute them all successful? It's just so great to see these fantastic apps continue to evolve at record pace compared to the rest. A new integration is coming to Dex Hunter, one we've been waiting for a long time. What do you guys think that it could be? A lot of people say Genius Yield. We'll wait and see what comes from it, but I'm really stoked, guys, for what's around the corner. This was a nice surprise. It's an older one, but recirculating again. And in case you didn't know, the CEO of Bitwise, in brackets Bitcoin ETF, there will be more ADA ETFs, right? Let's remember that we have what we saw with the Swiss, with the German, with our ETPs. So it's not like ETFs are new to Cardano, but I would say like USA ETFs, yes. And there will be more. And Hunter says, yes, of course, Cardano is a holding in a few of our funds. So, one guy may say ghost chain, but the price speaks for itself, and we're pumping, we're rallying, and I think alt season is around the corner. And I think ETFs and ETPs will further make it easier for customers to get in, whatever floats their boat. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, I don't like ETFs. Well, it's going to be there, whether you like it or not. Cardano node version 9.0.0 equals 22%. We're getting closer to that 70% threshold for Chang Hard Fork to commence and get ready for the burning of Genesis keys and getting us ready to become the most decentralized and handing over all that governance over to the community. We are ready for compliance. We are ready for SEC, MICA. We're leading with compliance first, which obviously, guys, we see with what Vitalik says. Decentralization, compliance, even what Ripple's doing, is one of the most important things going into the next, arguably, like this whole cycle. This was fascinating. The testnet has gone great so far. Over 2,000 users have minted profiles to date. We've spent the last week finishing the educational portal that will live in Atrium. Soon you'll be able to see 24 education videos that teach you about Cardano. My apologies for mispronouncing this, but this is great. I think education in different forms is good. Even when I look at this from a UX perspective, seeing like a sequence and progression is always nice to be seen when you're learning stuff online. Whatever can be done to make it like fun and give people a sense of progression will help them learn better. So I like these strides that are done to improve education. Thousands of users show up to support Cardano projects. Only on ADA can you get thousands of users to test the product on Testnet. Over 3,600 on our first testnet and already over 2,000 on our second testnet. The ADA community is thriving, and I agree. Speaking of thriving, speaking of community, we warmly welcome the exciting start of the Smart Contracts course for developers. And this is, I believe, a throwback. And this is looks like recent, but we see some students there. And I think this is in relation to what we've seen in, if I'm not mistaken, Argentina. Yeah, UTN. So kind of like the technical area there. A lot of the students that are like pro blockchain and increasing the education and efforts there. It's good because young minds, young guys will learn quickly. And these guys could be the next Vitalik. They can be the next Charles. They could be the next this. So even though this stuff can seem cliche and it gets memed on, I think it's good to have like good vibes and have students come together. And these things, even if they're small, you may have the most powerful minds and ideas actually come from this. And speaking of ideas, a lot of ideas have been funded. Some of them voted for, some of them not approved. So you guys can see them all. Everything's linked in the description. Fund 12 results are in 258 projects funded. And you can see that projectcatalyst.io/F12 results. A whopping 258 proposals have been funded, pushing the total number of supported ideas to new heights, 1,800 plus. Now, I did take a look, and there's filters you can use, and there's many that I'm excited about, like Midnight Medical Records and a lot of stuff from MinSwap. So do take a look. There's so many, hundreds. It'd be too long of a video. But I'm so excited to see what developers build, especially the products. I'm really excited to see the products and efforts to bring in like more into the DeFi ecosystem and let Cardano DeFi summer just explode. And speaking of that, speaking of the catapult, I mean, look at that brilliant 7-day chart, right? People are always memeing, but it's like it's up 25, 30% just in the past 7 to 10 days, you know what I'm saying? So you guys know that my prediction, my prediction always stays true. I believe that we're still not out of the slump just yet. We may have some jitter, we may have some more downside. I like to see anything between 24 cents to 39 cents as a good buying window. So I consider like 24 cent, 39 cent as a great opportunity. It's a nice coincidence with the won't go below 40 cents meme. And guys, remember, we passed $33, and I know I'm kind of repeating myself a lot, but it's important that we stress that the cycles are the cycles, and Cardano has a beautiful, like, safe and secure narrative going for itself. And with governance, with Linux Foundation being inspired by Charles, with the efforts we see even with the US military and them choosing one of two startups who also took contributions from Charles, and using Haskell because it's like just ironclad galvanized, we can see that Cardano has been moving slow, and I think slow and steady has been good. Think about all the projects that move too quick, like SafeMoon, done. BitConnect, done. Right? You name it. Many other projects, Luna, right? There were people who had massive conviction in those projects, and they were fudding other ones, but those projects are done. They're dissolved. And I think that the way that Cardano led with the beginning has built trust over time. And this trust over time is kind of a unique trust because people see that Charles is outspoken, bold, charismatic, but he's also intelligent. He's not just talking the talk, right? And there's many people we can point at regarding that. So I think that Cardano has its brand intimacy. It has the desirability, feasibility, and viability. And so when I look at market psychology, I'm looking at like what will make people FOMO? What will make people like feel like, whoa, I really want to buy this? The same reason why they buy Doge or SHIB. It's all emotional. And Cardano has a good middle ground. We got governance. We can let people build more than just being a meme. But we do have memes. And the project itself is being viewed as this professional, secure place to build that's open to the world and agnostic and trusted in nature, which trust is priceless. So when we capitalize on and efforts on safety, security, resilience, robustness, that itself is our narrative. And though I love Solana and I love Ethereum and many others, we have a symbiotic relationship between the two. While Solana halts, no disrespect, I'm just saying this as an example, while Solana halts and while ETH has unpredictable gas fees, we neither halt, we neither get hacked, nor do we have unpredictable gas fees. And that's in the current state. So with MinSwap, with all these efforts, with native staking being part of compliance, you can see it all really is interleaved. They all have a very beautiful relationship with one another. So what's ahead right now? I think that July, August, September, October, going into like November, it's going to be like, a little bit up, a little bit down. I'll be keep revisiting, and I'll let you guys know when I bought. The last time that I bought was right here. I bought some more ADA right there, 3.6, and I bought some more LTC for about $69, classic number. And yeah, I think that we'll have a little bit more jitter until we reach the colder months. When we reach the colder months, I think it'll have a similar rhyme and reason to what we've seen in the past cycle. You know what I'm saying? Past cycle, summer has not been very too fruitful. And even in this summer, it hasn't been too fruitful as well. So do other projects have their own bull run sometimes? Sure. But two things can happen coincidentally. Two things can be happening at the same time. So Cardano, I think, will pass $3 to $5 very easily. When? At least Q1, I think. Lucky, minimum Q4, but probably Q1. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys optimistic on Cardano? What do you think of this market rally and going into autumn? And do you think we're out of it just yet? Do you think there's going to be some final scares to plunge this and many other alts back to lower levels? Or are these going to be just new highs moving forward? Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.